Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, it's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Play action. It's McDonald. He'll get this underneath to Henderson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it past the 20, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's McDonald to throw. That's caught. It's John Hightower.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
McDonald sets to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. The coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
McDonald. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing is McDonald. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 at the Bears.
2nd and 2.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. McDonald. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Back to throw. McDonald. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
They'll try again.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Off play action, Fields.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
15. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Fields.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 12.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They go play action with McDonald.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
From the gun, it's McDonald.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McDonald.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
He's got him in. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And
touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make the second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd and 2, McDonald. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. McDonald. That's complete to Hightower. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll look to throw again.
This will be taken in by Hightower.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, McDonald. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. McDonald.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
On play action, Fields.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
To throw is Fields.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He's got his man on the crossing route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll set them back 5. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap, Fields. Pressure comes and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. On 4th down, Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Fields on 1st down.
Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Raiders 24, Bears 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 1st down, here's Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. They turn to Love on the handoff. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here's McDonald to throw.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Play action. It's Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 83 yards.
And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Bears 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
McDonald. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got some space here. A little juke. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
On 1st down, it's Love. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll let this go deep for runs.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Las Vegas, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.